Hello everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Today we're back on LMU and we're here for some GT3 racing. Welcome along. Qualifying is just getting started. Just had to quickly go to the toilet before we get started. Oh, hang on a second here. This isn't what I was expecting. Sorry, a little bit of a frantic start. Oh. Yeah, track is a bit wet. So it is as we head out onto the circuit. So yes, welcome along. We're here at Fuji. This is a series that's been running for 4 weeks now. This is round 5. Jumped in for the final 2 rounds this week and next week. 65-minute races, 2 times fuel usage. So yeah, 2 times fuel usage means that theoretically I have to make 2 pit stops in a race, but there's seen some of the races that have happened so far. Some people have dragged a 1 stop out of them, even when you really wouldn't have expected them to. That does require a lot of fuel saving though. But yeah, here at Fuji, we have some interesting weather. Qualifying session here, starting with a wet track, but no rain in the air. So the track will improve with every given lap. Really, the best times will be set at the end of the session. Not the best way set up the final corner, but could have been worse. So we head on then for our first flying lap of qualifying here. Of course, running the Mercedes, I thought, oh, it's the new car, why not give it a bit more of a go. Didn't particularly enjoy this at Spa when we did the daily races with it. But just because the car isn't too great at one track doesn't mean it can't be quite good to drive another track. Should have tried the McLaren at Spa. Felt really good, then brought to Sebring and just could not get on with it. A little deep into the chicane. So here we come up to the line for our first flying lap. Will be a 149.9. About 6/10 off of the top time currently, but we definitely have time to improve. Currently puts us in P3 behind a couple of Lamborghinis at the moment. Just waiting for the front end of the car. Rear end starting to slide as we're putting more power down on the exit. Taking out the apex compromises the exit a little bit. Still up on our delta as we head down to the chicane here. Need to brake a little bit earlier than we did last lap. Not getting the car turned in. And that's very poor traction. Well, that's a bad exit of the final corner. Yeah, not a great lap in the end there. Quite a few other people improving to go quicker. Still have a lap of fuel worth. Then we'll have to return to pit lane. Front left tire is starting to struggle. Certainly the tire holding us back. Don't think it's worth doing more than 3 flying laps. Might not even be worth doing more than 2 flying laps, in all honesty. Got the car into the apex much better there. Better traction on exit 2, but can we find a little bit more time in this final sector as the tires wear out? Can indeed. Nearly 2/10 up now, or just over 2/10 up, as we have a good run to the line. I'll push back up to P6. Now I can head back to the pits. I think I'll put 2 flying laps worth. So yeah, about that much. New wet. Just go away a little moment. Just for the circuit to dry out a little bit more. Make sure we're running at the late end of the session when it's going to be at it, circuit's going to be at its driest. "23 people here helping to try the circuit up. Currently about 8/10 off the top time. Bumped down from highest placed Mercedes. As I said, just go away a little bit. As you can see, the track is getting drier now, down to 13%. Does make its jumps. It's 5, 13 or slash 12%, 40, 60, 100%. The rain can go up in 1% increments, but not the track wetness itself. So just gonna give it 10 more seconds. And then we shall get going. As you can see, track is down to slightly wet. Not quite good enough for slick tires, but yeah, you wouldn't be able to get them up to temperature. It'd be quite the risk. Go and take it easy on this out lap. Save the tire life for our flying laps. Now 1.5 seconds off the top time again. Just want to be starting our final lap with about 2 minutes on the clock. So we're got plenty of time to finish our out lap here. Taking it again nice and easily, saving the tires. A little bit early to start our flying laps. That just gives us a little bit of safety margin if we do make a mistake. Could have taken out a little bit of fuel, 1 or 2%. But oh well. What is done is done. Now we just try and set the fastest laps that we can. Look at the time finding turn 1, 2 tenths. Well, the greatest run it felt like through the left-hander. Four tenths up now. Finding a bit more time. Ooh, someone on the medium is trying the medium tire, and pace isn't too bad. Though, of course, too late for us to commit to that. Good exit from the final corner. Having dropped down to P10 now, we'll certainly fire ourselves back up. To line back up to P6. Can we find any more time? Not finding time at turn 1. Time at turn 3 though. Don't push too hard through the long right-hander. And way too deep. Make some time back on the exit, drop down to P8 again. Oh, that's messy. I probably shouldn't be using first gear. Definitely left a few tenths in that. Do have an improvement that will get us 1 position, it looks like. Which will bump us up back to the 4th row of the grid. Yeah, better final sector there. Maybe could have seen us up into P6. Oh, we were only 2 thousandths off of having the inside. I think they're still on a lap. Nope, that's not being on a lap. Yeah, that's everyone done then for qualifying. 1.5 seconds off pace. A cleaner final sector. We easily could have been P6. Highest placed Mercedes. A little bit annoyed at that now. The medium tire, I don't think it quite worked. Yeah, I don't think it did quite work. Was close. I'll give it that. But not quite there for the end of the session.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
This is going to be a very interesting start to this race. 100% fuel. Yeah, 5% track wetness. It's going to be slightly damp. Yeah. Bit rain in the middle in the second, heavier rain in the 4th section. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the weather pans out this race. It is not going to be easy. Ooh, there's people gambling on... Ooh, a lot of people gambling on wets. That's why. Because it is raining.
Formation lap has started.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm already really not sure what to expect from this race. And another Mercedes. Gonna be important to take care of the tyres. Gonna be important to avoid any lap 1 chaos into T1. Alright, here we are waiting for the green. Decent start. Yeah, I got pushed towards the outside annoyingly, having to avoid someone spinning. Stand in front of the Lexus. Down one place, unfortunately, having to run the outside of T1. At least we survived. Now we're going to try and save fuel, because as we know from our Wednesday series, when you have 2 times fuel consumption, saving fuel can effectively give you a shorter pit stop for free if you do it well. Porsche down the inside, getting quite aggressive. We're going to tuck into Slipstream. Welcome, Iris. Joining us just as the race begins. This Porsche got a very poor exit. BMW used to love curb on the exit. Got a little bit front bumper damage, but it'll be very minor. Really went too deep into the back of the BMW there. I'm not too fond of having to try and fend off this Porsche with the BMW in front of me. Making sure we get a good exit from the final corner. Yeah, making it hard to save any energy being in this fight. But we'll do what we can. See, Lexus behind is able to save more energy than us. Yeah, Porsche just doesn't have straight line speed, doesn't get the exit out of the final corner either. They might be under pressure this lap from the Lexus even. That's a bit deep into T1. Trying to find what braking points I need for the track conditions and how much lifting I'm doing. Porsche is definitely better in the corners, but doesn't have the speed on the straights. That's mass sight. Understeer. Struggling so much with front tires. Quite the battle train in front of us. BMW runs wide in front. The track is still only slightly wet. I think everyone in this pack is saving fuel to some extent. Because look at the Mercedes in front, 71%. Oh, BMW's going for a spin. They've partly held on to it. Now the Mercedes and Porsche in front are having a fight. Don't think the BMW is close enough for slipstream. We're getting a distant tow at this distance. Won't be very effective. Can see how much slower the cars in front were just from how much they're fighting. Oh, my brake bias thing is going weird. There we go. We'll move it rearward just because of the tire deg. if we're looking at a 35 lap race, we really want to get to 17 laps. But we'd have to then do 18 in the next stint, hoping that the rain does indeed get heavier. Maybe shortens the race to 34 laps. Evening, Geeky. We're just over 10 minutes into the race. Trying to figure out what's going on with the weather. Trying to manage front tires that are struggling, shall we say. Ah, Porsche just disappeared. That's running the car in deep. I should probably... I got BMW behind us. This is the BMW that had the half spin not too long ago in this final sector. But yeah, pace is dropping off for everyone. Everyone is struggling with tires to some extent. Rain, I think, is also getting a little bit heavier. Track getting a little bit wetter. Not sure where that BMW was trying to go, nor where the BMW in front was trying to go. Yeah, everyone's just struggling. Rain definitely getting heavier, the track getting wetter. Oh, I just hit the brakes that time and the car did not want to slow down. Track is now fully, or wet, just described as wet. Oh, there's a city spun. Part of me, if it's worth it to bail from a 1-stop, commit to a 2-stop, change tyres now. Look how much worse the spray has got. I'll say this, we're definitely changing tyres at the pit stop. Big slide for the BMW there, trying to put the power down. They'll get passed by the Lexus. BMW in front's starting to use up a lot more energy. BMW's looking to come back at the Lexus. Big gap to the other Mercedes behind. It's not under pressure. All the cars in front running wide. We'll run a little bit wide ourselves too. Lexus loses the rear end into the final corner. Go for a little half spin. That'll give us P7. See the BMW struggling with turn 1 still. I think we want to be a bit more careful on the brakes in these conditions. Don't want to slam them even in the big braking zones. Race might go down to 33 laps. Oh no, back towards 35 laps. Lexus is closing back up. Rain has stopped. I don't know if this really does cool down the tires like it does in ACC and would do in real life. You can see how much drier the racing line is, which is a nice detail of this game. This saving energy might allow us to go a lap further than other people. Which could be beneficial. There's the rain back again. So never mind that. Hmm. If we can make 4 more laps, that will be good. They'll definitely put us in a place to go to make it to the end of the race. Rain is pretty light though. So everyone else around us will be going 2 more laps. Which will be the end of lap 17. We'll go 18 laps. That means we don't need to save as much energy in the second stint. Aston lets us through. I just hope for their sake they're not on new tyres, because they're going to struggle to use the pace of new tyres when they're stuck a lap down as they are now. And the Mercedes behind us might have to pit at the end of this lap, which is not going to be good for them to make it to the end of the race. 19 laps. Weather's going to go to light rain. I want to try something interesting with the strategy. Some people pitting now. Interesting. There's a Ferrari just coming out of the pits. That's very early apex. Yeah, rain's gone heavier again. People coming into the pits now. We're going to set up our pit strat. New front tyres, not going to change the rear tyres. And fill energy. Just to make sure we can get to the end. Ferrari trying to let me through, but since I'm saving fuel and also have horrible tyres, it's a bit difficult. 4 of us have carried on for this extra lap. What is this Lambo doing? For flip's sake. Reverse. Oh, for goodness sakes. Oh, that could have been a good, interesting race. But no, instead, Lambo has to fuck me. Oh, now that we actually have proper front end damage, that... Why are you going so slow into pit lane too? For goodness sakes. Oh, for fuck's sake, game. Oh, it turned damage repair on because I hit the Porsche. Come on. I hate... Oh, goodness sakes. This race has just gone completely down the drain in a matter of one sector. I mean, I guess we don't have the damage, but God, that cost us so much time. That cost us like a pit stop's worth of time. And we'll still need to save a bit of fuel. Car's going to be very interesting for the next bit. Because, of course, we do have new front tires, but not new rear tires. So we're going to have good front end grip, but the rear end isn't going to have the same grip. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's going to be tricky. But at the end of the race, it should pan... Well, it would pan out. Doesn't matter anymore, obviously. But yeah, it's going to save us 7 to 8 seconds not changing rear tires. But I mean, we just lost, what, like 50 seconds? At least Lambo actually did something somewhat predictable this time, rather than parking on the apex at 2 miles per hour. Next car's 20 seconds up the road. I mean, we don't know how it's going to go on strategy. The rain has got much heavier, track much wetter. Oh, BMW had an issue. I probably should stop saving fuel. Because the rate this race is going, it might even become a 33 lap race, in which case me saving the fuel to go 1 lap longer and then still filling up to 100% would be completely pointless. Yeah, track's very wet. I mean, having no one around us is good in the sense if we're not being held up, we just get to run our own pace, but we've no references, or very few references to what pace we should be running. No one to compare to. I mean, we can see sometimes on the relative. You pull the clutch in and nothing happens on this game now. I hate that clutch update. It's like, yeah, if you have a spin, you're guaranteed to stall now, even if you're clever enough to pull the clutch in. Well, rain is back down to drizzle, but the forecast says it's going to turn to heavy rain, which isn't good for us. Kind of need the rain to just stay at a drizzle. Still to break earlier than that for T1. Thing is, with the track being much wetter now than it was previously, the front tires aren't wearing out as much, which is another thing that doesn't go in the way of our strategy. I think there's 10 laps to go and we have 12 laps of fuel. Yeah, we should do a little bit less lifting coast for sure. But making the apexes would be another good start. Rain has stopped. Never mind, drizzle is back. Never mind, it stopped again. Weather can't make up its mind what to do. Mercedes has had an issue. Or Mercedes is finding the BMW, sorry. Race might come down to 33 laps, really depends on what the weather does. I can brake a bit later than that. Try not to have it twitch at this corner. Probably the most difficult corner with the current conditions and strategy. That left-hander of turn 3. can see how wet the track is with the spray. I don't think they changed tires. They'll be regretting that. Oh, now we're looking at a 35 lap race again. Should be 7 more laps, which we do have the feel for pushing flat out. Everyone else we need to save. Oh, there's only 10 minutes to go. Second half of this race has kind of disappeared. It's just not been that interesting. Braking for this left-hander is really difficult. And this final corner. Aston Martin's into the pits. Starting to fight in front. Good for us. Yeah, best we're gonna get is P11 this race. Might be a bit of a stretch. Of course, the leader will be someone who's hoping, that needs to save fuel as well. Oh, the Porsche in P10 needs to save a lot of fuel if it goes to 35 laps. It's just on the cusp at the moment. The track is drying. Need to get by this first BMW this lap. If we want to have a chance at getting both of them. Yeah, this is close enough. Nice slipstream run down start finish straight. We'll get the move done in braking zone for T1, the Porsche pits. That's us up to, well, we'll be up to P11. The BMW doesn't want to fight that one. Now we can go after the blue BMW. The one we were chasing for the entirety of the first stint. Despite our dramas. This is how the race is gonna end. We were 1.6 seconds quicker than them last lap. Can see some of the puddles have disappeared. That symbolizes the track is a bit drier. Bit more grip to use. Someone else in the pits, another BMW. They're going for a set of slicks. That's got to be a mistake. Anyway, we're in the slipstream range here for the BMW in front. Do we make a move in the brakes? Look at the slipstream now. just able to outbrake the BMW on the racing line. That'll be P9 now. Oh, the McLaren's definitely going to have to pit. There are people that haven't managed their energy. Fortunately, we are like 20 seconds back from everyone. But that shows you, you know, if we didn't lose those 40, 50 seconds, where would we be? We'd be so far up the order. Should really let the engine sing. I should try and burn fuel. Just to get the car lighter, because I don't need all of it. Track is continuing to dry out. Won't be making up any more places. Not unless there's people in front that have to pit. Time runs out, leader is already on to the final lap. So we will have one more lap. Final lap then. Our strategy was good. Probably good enough for P5, P4. Unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Final corner then. P8. Oh, I'm just looking at the time. It's nearly about to turn 9 o'clock. Right when a GT3 daily race starts. Nearly missing it by a minute or two. That is just the way things are going today, isn't it? So yeah, P3. We could have been P3. We could have been P3 there. Oh, that's so frustrating. I mean, we're still highest placed mark. We finished where we qualified, but yeah. Daily races. 19 minutes to wait for Monza. I cannot be arsed. Because it'd be waiting 40 minutes for an actual good race. Well, that is frustrating. I was hoping to get a daily race in, but we've just missed the one I wanted to sign in for. So, and I'll be honest, after a race like that, I'm not particularly keen on waiting for the next ones, especially with what's coming up. We'll finish, of course, with. I need to switch to this. We will finish with a bit of Art of Rally. Alright, here we go. Daily event. Let us see. We're on Saturday. Fell down 31st. 10%. Felt like a better run than that, but hey, wasn't meant to be. 15th though, top 4% on Friday. 19th. Hopefully can get in that top 20. Once again, we have an 11.4 kilometer gravel stage in Japan. Group 2 car. Let's see what we have. Oh, is this BMW? I think it is. No, it's not BMW. Not sure. It's kind of just looking generic boxy car. No, it is BMW. It's hard to tell, but I do think the grille is a BMW grille. But with 11 kilometers of rally stage to go, can't worry too much about what car it is exactly. Got to get her head down. A little snap from the car on the landing there. Oh, that was tighter. Luckily, didn't run too wide. Game didn't reset us. There we go, 3 for 6.9, not too bad for a run. Didn't feel amazing. 19th, top 5%, I'll take that. I will take that. That matches what we did on Friday, if we can stay there for the rest of the day. Let's have a look at the weekly event now. We'll get this done today. 45th last week, top 5%, 37th. The last time we did it. Before that, we have a Group B car at Norway, 5.1 gravel stage. To start us off with, we have a Porsche here. Of course, Porsche being rear-engined could be a bit twitchy. Trying to figure out the power band on the engine. Just get a feeling for the car as well. That's a bit of a cut. There's finish 147.4. 19th, top 5%. Oh, we have quite a bit for 19th. Yeah, 110% Porsche. Yeah, absolutely. 4.5 kilometer tarmac stage now for second stage. In bit of a hazy snowstorm. Or fog, at least. Maybe not necessarily a snowstorm. Yeah, just gonna make it a bit more difficult to see. Difficult to know what's coming up, which will make it difficult to attach this. Give it a full attack through the stage. Not without being at risk of making mistakes. Like how limited the visibility is in this direction. Luckily I have some recollection of the stage. But not enough to completely know what's coming up next. Just a slight idea that is very vague. There's finish, 157.3. Up to 17th, up 2 places. Good, making a little bit of progress. Now with the first 5.1 kilometer gravel stage in the reverse direction, we get to clean the car. I was a bit worried about that landing. Just kind of lost the rear end of the car a little bit there. With all the direction changes. Straight lining the course there as much as I could. Just to avoid those sort of twitches. 153.1, we fall back down to 19th. This time it's only top 10%. Guess not everyone that started has finished. 6.2 mixed surface stage here, starting on the tarmac. high-speed stage this. Then this left-hander coming up, yes, when we get onto the gravel or the snow. And it slows down a little bit. Keep it straight for the jump. I was just about to say it's getting difficult to see where the route goes exactly. Can just blends into the snow around it. Fall to 22nd at the end. Yeah, that mistake costing us what would have been a top 20 for the stage at the time. But yeah, oh well, not too bad. Can't always be perfect. Was still a fun run and a pretty decent run. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's stream. I wanted to do a couple of daily races, but yeah, then it just didn't quite work out. Hopefully next week, because we are returning on Monday next week for the finale of the series. Of course, we're not too concerned that it's finale. You know, we're not on any championship battle or whatnot, but that will be at Le Mans. So yeah, bit of strategy at play there. Hopefully, we can use some good strategy intuition, some good calculations, fuel calculations, to help us and gain a couple of spots. But yeah, that will be next week on Wednesday, next Monday, I should say. On Wednesday, we'll have our usual Wednesday series. That's going to be at Spa this week. We're in the Aston for that. 45 minutes, 2 times fuel usage again, but also 2 times tyre wear. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how strategy goes. Spa will need a bit of fuel saving. So yeah, maybe that'll help push people to come on to how necessary fuel saving is. Might not make our strategy as effective as it was at Qatar especially, but also Imola. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens on Wednesday. That'll start 8 p.m. UK time, so a little after this stream started. Yeah, we won't be around on Friday, helping out a local rally that runs a bit late on Friday evening and then runs again on Saturday morning. So won't be here for anything on Friday. Maybe a stream on Saturday. I've got an idea to. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that'll be before Monday then next week. But yeah, until Wednesday. Thank you, Iris. Thank you, Geeky, for popping in. Dave, you've come in just as I'm ending stream. Sorry. No, I will read that when I hit click end stream. Patience. But yes, that's going to be stream. Good race. Yes, it was a good race indeed. I'm taking it. You didn't change tires at the end. At your pit stop, or did you pick up damage? Because you were, okay, you changed the fronts. Ah. But your game kept minimizing? Oh, that's not a good issue to have. Oh, sorry to hear. Yeah, I also had some issues myself, mainly with a Lambo and a Porsche on my in lap and coming into the pits, which was frustrating. But it was yeah, I can imagine that being scary. But yeah, good race. I couldn't quite keep up with you in that first stint as the front tires were too dead. Not really dead, but struggling with them too much. So yeah, and it's just playing the long game as well, trying to fuel save. I'm so frustrated. I didn't get to see the full extent of the strategy that I was on, but oh well. Yeah, as I said, good race, Dave. Fun racing. Look forward to next week you were watching your relative like a hawk. Were you also watching that um, virtual energy in the top left during the first stint? Just saying what it was looking like. One stop, yes, one stop, but with how that weather could have went, can have a bit of a difference. And I mean, hey, if I took, let's say, 8% less energy in the second in the pit stop than you did, I would have jumped you with the time save. So yeah, weather did cause carnage, both for people on track and strategy. Seeing it, the weather, the flip flops between 33, 34, 35 laps and the predicted laps was, real like, how much do I need to fuel save? How much flat out can I push to catch people? Yeah, was um was not easy. So it wasn't. But hey, that made it interesting, made it fun. Yeah, shame about your game having issues. Hopefully you find something to sort that. Fun though, yeah, fun indeed. Challenge of wet weather driving is usually quite fun. Was indeed in this circumstance. Just yeah, shame about the issues with the Lambo and Porsche as I mentioned, and your game minimizing. You might have hit your mouse or keyboard. Have to check. Yeah, that's not a good idea. I don't recommend that. Um, yeah, don't recommend that. Anyway, good luck with finding the issue. Hope it is some. I don't know if it's good. It'd be good if it's something simple. Then it's very easy to fix. But then it's kind of a bit. Oh, I really did that simple thing, didn't I? Um. So, yeah. Um. Hope it's simple. I guess. Um. Yeah. Yeah. We'll catch you tomorrow for in VC. Um. Yeah, we'll catch you tomorrow, Dave. We'll see you, Aris, Kiki. Thank you for popping on chatting. We'll see the rest of you on Wednesday, hopefully for stream. But yeah, until next time, thank you all very much for watching. Have a good rest of your Monday. Have a good Tuesday and Wednesday. And hopefully I will see you then on Wednesday evening. Till then, take care. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.